Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have a Maryland campaign event for you. Our first map is the Boulevard Heights Read-Up, followed up by our second map, which is going to be the Towering Trunks on Conquest. But before we get into that, thank you to our Patreon members for the support. If you'd like to support, go to the link in the description where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment on the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Our teams for today, on the CSA side, you have the Mississippi Brigade, Jackson's Division, Kelly's Brigade, 12th Virginia, and the Sussy Brigade, whereas on the Union side, you have the Missouri State Guard, Horn Brigade, I Corps, Pennsylvania Army, Iron Brigade, and the 10th United States. Server pop today is 210 on the dot. In balance, it's 8 towards the CSA right now. Union has 6 on artillery, Confederates have 7. So, still, it is roughly now a 6-man infantry in balance, which isn't a whole lot. No frontline reporters for this broadcast anyways. That's what I kind of get for trying to set all this up 10 minutes before event time and watching my sports team lose. But with that all being said, here we are. So, Boulevard Heights Readout. It's a very simple map. Union's got the fort here. CSA, they have 2 approaches kind of to the base. They can go far left and kind of go up the center side here. There's a nice little opening in the 6 there. You also have an opening there that they can use. CSA can also push far right around this side. The problem is it's a large open field. So generally that's why you'll see CSA try to push to that left side. Now, we'll see where Union defense is at. You have a group holding outside, but inside the fort, you have I Corps.
Stay low.
You got the 10th U.S. kind of holding in center right now. Got 30th Ohio moving center, MSG right on the border, 8th Ohio is on the outside. Looks like more Union were out, but the rest collapsed in. In terms of the CSA side here, where you got Jackson's Division far left, Kelly's Brigade in the center, 12th VA, and Sussy Brigade on the right. So CSA content with doing some shooting for now. They're not going to get a whole lot of kills. As they are shooting at long distances into a berm. Granted, Union is peeking over, but again, a lot of these guys have decent cover.
Loaded. Take aim.
Good
volley.
It's at a fire command in the chat. So sad. But you got Union pushing up. JD, they're the ones that pushed up this left side. You got Color Retrieval Services with the flag, as he should. Iconic name, by the way. And so the problem with the oh, he died. The problem with the CSA strategy is that it would, in theory, work great. If I look at the ticket balance for this map, which is Boulevard Heights Readout, the CSA has 34% more tickets than the Union side does. So in theory, in these longer shootouts where it's generally going to be a 1-to-1 trade in kills because you're shooting at a far distance. You don't know when you kill someone, so you don't know if you're aiming right, and it's just hard to shoot. So generally a 1-to-1 trade. In theory, since the attackers have, in this instance, 34% more tickets than the defenders, CSA would win that shootout. Now, the issue is that there's a little thing called the black timer that's ticking down on the top of your screen. CSA doesn't have all day. We only have 45 minutes. Now, they can cap the point to try to stop that timer, but they have to actually get inside the readout, which is going to be difficult for them to do. And so, really, this match is going to come down to a couple of charges here, and I personally do not understand, and this is on most maps, but this map especially, why the attacking team would sit and wait. The charges are going to happen eventually. I don't know if they're trying to get a little ticket lead before going in. We're 6 minutes into the match so far, and no one's really lost any tickets. Granted, at the start of each morale stage, nobody loses tickets. It's like the bars are bigger than what we actually see.
Oh my god, I can't wait to interrogative.
So,
Oh, I missed this shit.
I personally don't get the sitting and shooting. Because, again, another thing is the longer the attackers go with this, what's going to happen is they're not going to have as much time to do what they want. And on a bigger map like this, you don't want to get too stressed out by having a limited timer. I would much prefer the attackers attack instantly and bring everyone's tickets down, and then you'll have plenty of time to do what you want. If you want to keep charging, if you want to cap point, or if you want to sit back and shoot, you can do whatever, but if you sit and shoot first.
I said no. If you wanted.
I don't
It's all good.
I didn't do it.
I didn't do it either. It's all good.
It's light rain.
Yeah.
Granted, this could be something for the campaign, but maybe something to avoid casualties or whatever. But if CSA does want to win, they'll have to charge at some point. Might as well get it done at the beginning. Everyone knows what's going to happen. You do have Union kind of moving. Looks like 30th Ohio advanced a little further forward. And PA getting some flanking shots, and IB getting some flanking shots. So they are going to force JD to fall back. Which is interesting. CSA really is almost acting like they're playing defenders wanting to avoid casualties. Almost 9 minutes on the match and there's been no aggression yet. Except for CSA Arty, which has gotten the occasional hit. You can see tickets are starting to go down, but it's not by any means a significant rate.
Check with me, lads. Check with me.
Good.
One more volley than fucking ball bayonets. One more volley than fucking ball bayonets.
You want him? Gentlemen, take aim! Take aim! Take aim!
Lads, lads, take aim.
Fire! Fire! Look at the ball! Look at the ball!
Fucking ball. Fucking ball.
So, if you don't know what they're talking about,
Hold shot!
Florida,
buck and
Maryland,
ball
Texas.
is basically you're shooting a shotgun, basically. You have, when you shoot a buck and ball shot, you have the main shot, and there's a couple pellets with it. It's 3 or 4, I don't remember the exact amount. But the reason why they're shooting round ball, which is just your normal one-shot ammo type, from this longer distance is because buck and ball has a huge drop rate compared to normal shots. So maybe that's why that's probably why they're loading buck and ball now. Me personally, I think you should always load buck and ball, because even though the buck and ball shot drops a significant amount compared to the normal shot, each individual pellet acts as its own bullet. So even if 1 or 2 of those pellets get by somebody, it'll still suppress them the same amount as a normal shot, to my understanding. So I think you should always shoot buck and ball. You have 40 shots, I think, of buck and ball, same as everything else. But maybe because CSA is doing a prolonged shootout and they're worried about ammo, they're also doing round ball. So looks like CSA might be going.
Maryland, Texas, stand up on your feet.
They don't have a significant ticket lead.
B for victory. B for victory. Charge bayonet.
B for victory! Bandits!
At the double quick forward march. Let's go.
Here we go. 11 minutes into the match. CSA gonna try to go. They're not sprinting right away, trying to conserve stamina.
Come on! The enemy has nothing!
Let's do it.
Take the berm, don't cross!
flag goes down, you pick
We
it
don't
up.
cross over the berm! We hold on. Should we spread out?
KB, Kelly's brigade.
Bring up the vagabonds! They're in the hole! Get
So you have Union trying to flank around the side. Some 30th Ohio and PA guys trying to flank around. It is spreading Union apart though. Union losing on that berm pretty badly, but they sent a lot of guys on this flank. Union tried to flank around. They're trying to get CSA flags, which they have one so far. They've just gotten another one. And they've got 2 flags on the berm. How CSA wins is they either push into the berm completely, or what they do is they hold right outside the berm. They're able to harass the Union the whole round if they're able to hold here and slowly just deal ticket damage to the Union, which would be great for CSA. So CSA hold off the Union charge on the back end. You have guys out here, but the problem is these flags, remember, they spawn someone in every 5 seconds, and so CSA will be able to outnumber those group of guys that charged back and tried to charge out those flags. So it's a valiant attempt by Union there. Union will drop to engage. They are a little down on tickets.
Some stragglers coming in. Gentlemen, you call out targets. You see them. They're coming left. They're coming left.
And Union. Now, 10th US has some guys going in. The problem is, there's only like 7 of them. They're not going to do anything but cause Union to go down to engage and lose out of lines. Or get out of line, ticket death. That's the thing. Union is trying to desperately get back here. They don't want CSA in the berm.
Knock him down.
They also don't want CSA, like I mentioned earlier, to hold here. The worst thing for Union is CSA to just sit in this berm. So you got Union moving in. They're very spread out. Great shot from CSA already. So we'll see if Union sits down. Maybe Union's going to try to organize and then charge in. If Union just sits and shoots, though, they are most likely not going to win that.
Take cover. Break formation. Get off that line. Get off the line.
You got a couple CSA shifting down the Union left side. Of course, you see some Union artillery guys down here.
I love your call, and I love the haunts. Knock them down. Union.
Artie's going to try to get shot off. Where'd that go? Is it that over there? There's no way it's... I don't know. Regardless. You can see the moment CSA took the berm, look at this ticket. CSA still is not dropped to engaged. And CSA finally drops to engage. Union down by half a morale stage. At this point, there's very little chance that Union's going to be able to throw CSA out. It'll have to be a very impressive charge, and even if that charge is very impressive, Union will pay with a lot of tickets.
Make sure you're loading bucking ball, lads.
And you can hear, I mean, with that CSA having that buck and ball shotgun, it's
Keep up your fire, boys. That's the style.
going to do a lot of damage. A lot of damage.
Fire as quick as you can. Make sure you're loading
2/3 of a morale stage almost now. So I don't know. Union seems to be content with kind of this sitting and shooting. You got more CSA flanking on the round though, right? That's the thing. I don't get why Union's spreading out, engaging in a shootout. It just seems like you're playing. I don't know. You're not playing to win if you're Union like this. I don't know if they might be cooking something up. Remember, they don't have a Steam chat, these officers, so all the communication that they have to do, they have to do in game.
Baby, it's not Confederate.
Epson, hit that flag.
I'll smother a Confederate, baby, and it's fucking cradle.
Whoa. Hit that flag, Epson. Whoa.
So I mean, yeah, it's looking like a sad death for Union. The thing is, too, right, is if Union wants to try to organize a charge, it's going to be very spread out, not together, just because of how wide this Union line is. But it doesn't seem like Union wants to do that. What's most likely going to happen, we're just going to see this shootout until Union drops to breaking or last stand, and then the match one from there. It's just going to depend on if CSA wants to charge when Union hits breaking.
Flag. Find a spot, get in it.
And that's the thing too. Union is somewhat spread out, so the odds that they die in formation are much lower than what we see from the CSA. Union trying to operate some of the guns. And any second now, Union is going to drop to taking losses. You got, I mean, a couple of Union officers are trying to roll up and get some nice shots, but they're getting shot just trying to peek around that corner. Iron Brigade's pushing up a little bit. You do have some Union going out a little further, trying to get around CSA flank. The problem, especially these days, with sitting and shooting, is that the flags are spawning someone in every 5 seconds, right? CSA's got 4 flags up there, so 4 guys are getting spawned in every 5 or so seconds. And CSA is actually charged up the side of the berm. Looks like it was 1st Delaware and 5th NC.
No, that's friendly. Don't stab him down with
They're just trying to speed this up a little bit. Union taking losses. So, Union's trying to get around, but these flags are spawning in. 4 guys every 5 seconds. The question is Union out shooting that? It's very hard to outshoot that. Even though they're very close in range, there's still a lot of cover and whatnot, so.
They see us.
Yeah, of course it's yes. Like 30 people.
So it seems Union's trying to outshoot CSA and slowly roll over them. Union already trying to hit, but that's going to be a really hard shot. You got to have a very low fuse timer, if anything. This could work for Union, but Union's going to pay with a lot of tickets lost. I mean, they're down half morale stage. Things are kind of, I guess, evening out in terms of tickets. Looks like you have some Union movement down CSA right. I don't know if 10th US is trying to secure the flank, 6th Georgia, or they're trying to flank around. Well, it looks like they're going to try to flank around.
Sir, please, I want to tell you about our car insurance.
Good shot from John Brown. Union's not collapsing on the other side, although they're getting very close. Kelly's brigades moved in to try to halt this little approach here, which a Union flag is nowhere near this, so the Union's not getting consistent respawns. And CSA is going to be able to hold that. Look how close Union's getting now. Point blank. Which, it kind of seems like they're putting some dents in the CSA. The question is Buck and Ball going to be able to pay it off? It doesn't look like it. CSA's dwindling in numbers. Granted, we saw Kelly's brigade pull off. A lot of CSA are on that right side. And it looks like they might be shifting back over to assist.
Kill those Italians.
Deps are having a flag. That's a rarity.
Hey, who is that shooting us in the back?
Union's kind of defeating CSA in detail. because a lot of CSA was distracted by a tiny Union force, which kind of allowed the rest of the Union team to roll up and hit CSA hard. CSA about to drop into taking losses. Tickets are still about half a morale stage. It's probably higher than that, though, just because, again, beginning and end of morale stages. I guess, like, it looks like CSA is about to hit taking losses any second. They're about to go to their next morale stage, but it's going to take a hot second for that to happen, even though there's a fair amount of death happening on their side. And even though CSA's been depleted up top, they are holding strong back on this right side. And Union looks like they're going to try to charge in. Southern's got to get out with that flat. Oh. And CSA is going to try to retake this. They have one down flag. And this might hit Union to breaking. I mean, you have a good chunk of CSA and Union not involved in this charge. Which is unfortunate for both sides in a sense. More Union than anything. Metro is holding that flag. He's got to get out of there. Ninja's trying to get... Oh, what a shot from Hook, but Ninja... Or someone else got him. Anyways, Union's collapsing on 12th VA. CSA loses this. They need to ensure their flags are alive and running back towards their main spawn. Union hits breaking. CSA's up by 3/4 from morale stage here. Looks like CSA has 2 down flags. Those 2 flags need to be out. They need to be out. They need to be out. There goes one. Zapstar trying to get out, but he's got to run all the way out. Why are you running in the berm, Zapstar?
I got him.
Zapstar, why'd you run in the berm? He was not getting out regardless. It's just kind of funny. So that ticket gap really closed up. Hello there. So it looks like 2/3 of a morale stage difference right now. Union eventually able to win there just by outshooting the CSA. It took a while, but it worked. So credit to them for that. The problem is at this point they're down half a morale stage to 2/3 of a morale stage. They need to find some way to get these tickets back up or somehow hold off for 20 minutes. Now it's going to be very helpful that CSA lost all their flags. They don't despawn for another 3-4 minutes. Once someone drops them, the flag has a 5-minute timer and then it'll despawn. So as long as CSA doesn't have those flags, it's going to be very hard for them to make a good attacking attempt. And because CSA still has a good chunk of time left, they could just sit for the next 3-4 minutes and shoot it out. And then once they get the flags back in charge, or they could just charge straight in again and try to get those flags. But it would probably be best if they just sat back and did nothing for 3-4 minutes. It's boring, but it's strategy.
There's a line, boys. One more.
Now we just hold here and wait for our orders, boys. Make sure you got all your kits.
Kill the soundboard. Thank you.
What's up, Chris?
You've got the same hat. Corporal, Captain.
Wait for our flags. Up a home route. We got time. Wait for our flags to despawn.
I got you. Alright, I got you.
And Zoo is saying what I just mentioned a moment ago.
Look at all those chickens, Carl.
Up to the line, up to the line, up to the line.
And they are going to wait for those flags to despawn. So we got a few minutes here of it's going to be back to what we saw at the beginning.
Oh,
Good
man, you
old
should
sit
have been
and
there the other
shoot.
day. We did on the pub rounds. We did cannons on Nicodemus Hill. We rolled the Union cannons. Oh my God, we smoke checked.
Don't tease me like that.
Homie, we do our heat when we do pubs all the time. It's so
Yourself.
I am very busy this time of year. I know.
Villain, boys, villain.
Best Joe, you got it.
Well, I'm intrigued to see how far of a shoot down we'll get. I mean, we're probably not going to see anything until that 15, 16 minute timer.
You see that fucking red mist?
Oh, he died!
I was
Oh,
loving
no,
it.
I died!
Come on, form up better, boys.
Sound what? You see all
Jojo, Virginia is behind you.
Take aim.
Jojo.
Take aim. Let's shoot them
Check.
down. Check, boys.
Jojo.
And it looks like CSA is trying to maybe prevent some unnecessary casualties. You got JD running up, taking shots, and then falling back. Again, it's not to preserve tickets by any means, but if a guy dies, they go from their main spawn back up here. That means one less rifle shooting. I will say, though, when a guy is sitting and then running up and taking a shot, there's going to be a little bit more sway in that. But at these long distances, it's a hard shot regardless.
Steady. Steady. Fire. Move back.
Form it out, form it out, form it out.
Just one on left. Just
So I don't know why there's Union guys going out and rambling. You're down by a lot. Ninja! Ninja, what are you doing? Let's see if he makes it. He's probably going to get killed in this volley.
Who's leading this rabble? Who is leading this rabble? I come to parlay.
Shut the fuck up, Ninja.
Parlay.
Oh, Ninja, no!
I'm gonna take his fucking
He's in
starter.
parlay!
Someone grab his handgun.
That's something you don't normally see. I'm surprised he wasn't hit going all the way out there. So Mozilla's out here. I mean, these individual auto lines are, I mean, maybe they're all from 3rd California.
I'm still here, Riley. I'm still alive.
Again, the auto lines, no, individually aren't bad. They all add up and make it really difficult for your team to get a ticket lead back.
The guy, why do you take his job? Because it's funny. It's always a scrum. Everybody grabs that flag when it's down. His sadness is only, it only encourages me.
So it looks like all four CSA flags are despawned, so CSA is going to be able to get them back. And it's a question of are they going to charge? Let's see. I got one. I see one. We can count here. 3.
Rush it out. Rush it out.
You will not be heading a big hit by enemy.
Check.
Right here. Just like my wife's are on her knees.
That big D energy, man.
I think I heard 13 minutes for when they're going to charge, but we'll hear what Zeus says to the hook here in night.
Oh, Virginia's watching.
You see it moving?
Firing. Yep, Virginia's
You
aiming
ready to
on
go?
it.
13 minutes, ready to go?
I was already attacking him first.
Ready to go, Zeus.
Doesn't matter. Virginia's already engaging it. Focus on previous assignment.
So 1.5 minutes. And we'll see the CSA make a grandiose charge. It'll probably hit Union to last stand. They still got a good 2-3 volleys before that happens. You got 6 Georgia up here skirmishing. And so we'll see how Union handles this. It's going to be very difficult for them. I mean, last time they kind of got rolled over in their attempt to hold. It was like it wasn't even close.
But I did, and I got up again. They're never going to keep you down. It's incredible when I'm in the center of the group.
45 seconds left. CSA is a little spread out, mostly together, kind of hiding back behind the rocks. using a tiny defilade to make sure they don't get hit. Just making sure every man can get back up. I don't know how many casualties they're taking over here per volley. It's probably not a lot, but regardless.
Holds and hold.
It's like Twin Banner shifting over to where Kelly's brigade is. And here goes the CSA.
I like beers, man.
Why'd you take it off? We're leaving.
So Union defense looks like they got a good chunk of their team out on the flank. Looks like Corn Brigade and Iron Brigade are out this side. And CSA sweeping through. They're going to get Union the last stand. Pretty dominant win in the readout. Point going in CSA's favor. CSA about to drop to breaking. Union charged out the far side. Pretty much getting beaten back. And outside of a few more charges here, this looks like this is going to be the round. Union, once they die, they don't come back in last stand. You can see the last wave. If they were dead, they'd spawn back in, and since most of Union got wiped there in that charge, that is what happened there. So, overall, good win from CSA. A little hesitant with them being slow at the start, but I guess if you have one go efficient charge, you can kind of take as much time as you want. Union trying to go an arty. Good shot there, knocking over a fair amount. See, some Unions trying to go around the berm to hit the flank. CSA's got all their flags in the berm.
Left side, left side.
And CSA is still winning the point, and that's going to be the end of our round here. So yeah, I mean, I was a little... Oh my goodness, artillery. Hello there. Team probably got a good few team kills there. Couple.
Nothing we can underline. The glorious victory will soon be yours.
And there we go. So, well done, CSA. That was a very good push from CSA. Obviously, they lost their flags, but because that charge that they did up to the berm and just holding there, because that was so effective, it didn't matter as much that they lost their flag. Look at those turned cannons on the back left. But, I mean, Union tried. Honestly, I have to look at this overview, but Union just kind of got slapped around this whole round. There was no other way of describing that. I don't, just the charges, yeah, I don't know. It seemed Union just spread out way too much when CSA charged in, trying to flank around behind CSA. And because of that, CSA was able to pick the Union apart. So, well done on their part. And we will see you all shortly for some Conquest. And here we are with round number 2 on Conquest. We're still at roughly 230. Look at that imbalance. There's none. Among the artillery, though, CSA has 3 guys on it. Union has 1, and it's just for that officer spot. So, infantry-wise, we are pretty spanking even here, which is great to see. So, with that being said, Towering Trunks, relatively interesting map. It's a big map, as with all or most Conquest and Contention maps. But you got the A point here, which Union is arriving at first. Looks like PA is getting there. Do they got a flag? They don't have a flag. Why would they go there without a flag? I'm assuming the group behind. Yep, you got a flag here. Looks like Iron Brigade's rolling up with it. Maybe PA is just the forward skirmishers. But you got CSA making a break for it. Looks like 2 or 3 companies are heading that way. Actually, probably it's just half the CSA team going to A. You got the other half going to B. Most of the Union, though, seems to be bypassing C. And then maybe going for B or setting up defensive positions across the open area here. So we'll see what happens. Looks like our first group of fighting is going to be at A. CSA definitely outnumbers Union over here. PA is facing the wrong way. I don't know why they're facing this way when their friendlies are that way. I mean, you would think you'd see, but oh, looks like they might have seen and are pulling off. Iron Brigade's capping that point, but under contention already. CSA's got the B point, the one closest to them. And CSA is encircling this point, throwing lead, making sure Union can't cap that point. If you know how Conquest works, you have the 3 control points. You see CSA has 1. Whoever controls a majority of them starts dealing a ticket drain on their opponent. So right now CSA is dealing a ticket drain on the Union just because they have 1 more flag than the Union. However, you could see that Union is about to cap the A point, and they have. So since each side has 1 flagpole, nobody's losing tickets. So CSA is going to overwhelm this. Union is at C. They're raising that flag. So once they get that flag up, they're going to be dealing a ticket drain to the CSA. So 30th Ohio is heading to that B point. Do they have a flag? They should. They do. So it seems Union's trying to get a quick win here. Although they're spreading themselves out very thin. And it looks like they're going to lose A as a result. CSA making some push towards C right now. You do have JD here. And potentially CSA might be able to grab all 3 points here. Actually, not this point, not the C point, because JD doesn't have a flag here. They're just kind of popping shots and distracting. This is a very interesting start to a round. CSA decapping at that A point. It really feels like Union's outnumbered. It feels like CSA is much more everywhere, but a lot of that Union team is down by that C point. Looking over at the B point, you could see you got Corn Brigade heading that way. Moving towards the C point, you have the rest of JD with their flag is heading that way. And then behind the B point defending it, you have 6 North Carolina, part of Kelly's Brigade, with the 3 artillery guys. So I wonder if CSA at A is going to try to make a break for this C point or not. Union's throwing JD off.
Hey, there's Confederate
And Union's got that, lost the A point. CSA has now captured it. So Union losing tickets automatically now. I think, I don't know this, but I know they've altered it in the past where the flag kill rate on tickets is a lower percentage than what it normally is.
Yeah.
It's like 60% instead of the normal 100% ticket loss. But got 30th Ohio, they're decapping.
Oh, shit, behind us. On the fence. South.
On the fence, south. On the fence, south.
And so it looks like 30th is probably going to be able to get this. I mean, these 6 North Carolina guys don't have a flag. And they're going to get charged out.
Northwest. Here they come. Hey, Johnny, how you doing? Shoot them.
Traitors. Traitors, get out. Traitors, yeah, go.
So they're going to throw them off. They're going to get that B point. There's a lot of charging happening at C. It seems JD and Kelly's Brigade engaging with Union on this front. Charge kind of close. The cool part about Conquest Contention, a little annoying thing for broadcasting, is there's always something happening, which is neat to see. a lot of CSA hunkering down, holding this A point. Union got B, so now they're dealing a ticket drain on CSA. PA and IB trying to contest this A point again, but you got a lot of CSA contesting this right now. I mean, they know that if they're able to win this and get that A point, they could start a counterattack and try to win. It seems that both teams are trying to do exactly that. They're just running around playing the cap game, not trying to hunker down and defend 2 points, which I don't think I've seen with Conquest before.
Good evening.
10th US now getting in it with JD. They're going to be able to win that. Oh, maybe. Yeah, they should. They needed that JD flag, which with this game mode's very, very huge. CSA not remotely close to B. Trying to get back to this A point. Looks like CSA tried to charge IB and PA out, and looks like they were able to do that successfully.
Oh my god, 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 get him.
12th BA. I'm going to sweep through and finish that up.
Hold. It's a
Looks like twin banners might have been the other CSA force that charged through, but CSA decap C. I guess even though 10th US won that charge, I guess some CSA slipped through. Looks like 5th NC JD guys, they decap, so no one's losing anything now.
I've already been stabbed once. I can't get stabbed again. I can't get stabbed again. I can't possibly get stabbed again.
Alright, that's them all dead. Did he get stabbed again?
So CSA have some guys on B. Looks like they're trying to rush down there. Corn Brigade's kind of pulled off. And looks like KB is trying to get back to that B point to get their point back. And do they have a flag though? Because that's the bigger question. I mean, they're going to be able to decap at least, but I mean, zooming out here, looks like you got one down flagged over there. I'm guessing it's a Union flag, and then you have JD's flag down over there. Union's retaking C. This is a very chaotic round of Conquest. It's fascinating because normally on this map you'll see fighting over that A and C point. There's usually no fighting over the B point. That's kind of been the case for this, but there's been a little more action at B than what you normally see. And I think that's good on Union's part. Because the thing is that B point favors CSA. And so you're fighting over, Union and CSA are fighting over the 2 remaining points. And if CSA has 1 point already in their possession, regardless of what happens, it's generally going to be biased towards the CSA side. So I think trying to at least contest or decap that B point is very important on Union's part. Because this match, even though it's favored, CSA's favored a little bit right now based on tickets.
Don't shoot yet. Don't shoot just yet.
It's not a blowout.
Rattle, I got contact straight in front. Straight to the northwest. Two flags. That's your call. I'll engage on you.
Let's hit the fence. Oh, take aim.
Hey, as soon as they shoot, I want you guys to start independent firing. New line. On the line. Okay, independent fire, boys. Light it up. Anything in front of you is a rebel.
Independent fire to the northwest. Spread out the line.
And so CSA is going to try to play aggressive here to throw them off. CSA still don't have the B point.
Keep shooting.
You guys smell.
Die on your feet. Die on your feet.
Huh?
And
Ooga booga.
30th is going to go through and sweep that.
The flag! Come here, boy!
Help me. Help me get away.
So, good wipe there from Corn Brigade. You do have some Union decapping at A. PA's on there, but 12th VA is going to turn, and they should be able to wipe them.
Give me that ass, Bug. Give me that ass, Bug. Give me that ass.
So they're going to be able to prevent the decap, but Corn Brigade, I think CMB, some I-Corps guys as well, charging in here as well. Union might have a 2-flag lead in a second. CSA still are not capping B. There's a lot of CSA still surrounding it. And IB is flanking on the other side. They're going to get a good wipe. A couple of them might get team killed, but it does not matter. So great wipe there from Union side. They're going to be able to get this A point. CSA still. Where is their flag? Who has a down flag over here? Why is there a down CSA flag over here by their spawn? Someone must have tried running it out of their main spawn and it died in the process. So CSA finally capping that B point, but Union's going to be up a flagpole in a second. So a good round here from Union. Tickets are still fairly even. Almost 15 minutes into the round. CSA starting to get back in the action here. At least on this side. JD pushing up. Don't know why they're crouching. They're seen anyways, and they're going to be losing a lot more tickets compared to if they were just standing up. Now they're going to charge and die. So, there we go. Union's up a flagpole. And tickets maybe looking in Union's favor a little bit. CSA mostly reforming at B. You have a group at main spawn. They're starting to move back to this A point. We'll see what Union does. Are these CSA down flags or Union? That looks like that's a CSA flag, I'm pretty sure. Might be that Twin Banners flag, and then you got the other CSA flag down here. So 3 down flags for CSA right now. And with Union starting to get a ticket lead and not CSA not having those flags, this is not going to be good for CSA. That's why Union's kind of playing so far forward here. They don't want CSA getting those flags back. Whether intentional or not, they are preventing CSA from getting back to their flags. Which means when a guy dies, he goes back to his main spawn. But unlike last round where CSA had plenty of time, CSA is not attacking, and they are down on tickets in an even game mode, so this is not looking good for them. MB's trying to charge in here. Looks like you got some charging maybe over at C right now. You could briefly see that with the flags. And they're going to get a good wipe on Twin Banners. You got 12th VA moving up here as well. Union's pressing the attack, and they should. They were defeating CSA in detail. They don't have the flags. And it drops CSA to engage.
So with me right now. Let's just charge the flag.
And a little late for that as Union collapses. So, great wipe there from Union. CSA making a play for C, trying to hit around the flanks. Union's formed a big old line here, even though you'll never see a team cross the open field here. Maybe they're just spreading out so they're not all clumped up. KB's pushing around the side, though, hitting one of these flanks. IB's Iron... Oh, my goodness, I said him twice. I-Corps collapsing.
You just saved my life. I love you. Saunders, I love you.
Don't know if they have the flag or not. I don't think they do. But they're getting a great amount of kills for the amount of guys they have here. But, as always, they will fizzle out. So, what do you do with CSA? There's no CSA group attacking at this point. I mean, you have a tiny group there, but it's nothing significant. You got a lot holding back at B, defending it. Nice little XP gain for these guys. I guess there is some CSA over here. Hello. It's more JD. Oh, it looks like they have their flag on around the side. Union already trying to take a few shots. I don't know if the infantry sees. But they do have a flag over here, so they could try to at least contest this a little bit. Congrats, Union. You retook your positions that were never taken. And it looks like CSA is making a gun for Union again. It looks like they do have their flags. They've at least despawned. PA getting charged up by twin banners.
Stop reloaded! Stop reloaded! Stop reloaded! You're under arrest!
You are.
Let them know, Doug.
Watch yourselves, boys. We're on the same team.
So, PA gets wiped there, a little far forward. Maybe they're trying to make a break for that B point. JD coming out of the woods now, trying to decap C to at least stop this ticket bleed, which is growing significantly. It's about a fourth of a morale stage right now.
I'm friendly, but shoot the fucking officer who's chasing my ass. Fuck you. Fuck you.
And Union finally drops to engage, but that ticket lead, it's growing. Union already is trying to single-handedly take this back. Here come Union out of the woods. It's like I-Corps is making that push. And CSA never get the flag down. Union artilleryman. Oh, I thought he was going to shoot his own men.
Smile for the camera, dumbass. Get that flag back up.
So, Union prevents the decap. And they're going to be able to raise their flag, getting another CSA flag in the process. CSA kind of have a three-pronged attack. This was probably twin banners. Or Sussy, rather. Sussy going around the Union left at A. KB, and I think 12th VA's on the left. Yep. They're trying to put some pressure. Union maybe sensing what's going on with Sussy Brigade. PA. Looks like they responded. Maybe that's why they see what's up. But Corn Brigade, 30th Ohio in particular, is flanked over here. So Union is defyingly trying to hold A and C. This is what we see in a more traditional match. You have your 2 points. You have the ticket drain on your opponent. So we are going to sit back and hold our points. And you could see the price that CSA is playing the longer they don't decap one of these 2 points that Union has. They're almost down 2/3 of a morale stage right now, and they are not pressuring B, or I guess C whatsoever. They have a couple Union guys back there, but they're not going to be able to do anything. So, I mean, with CSA losing that flag, JD over there, I mean, again, that's another 4 or 5 minutes that they will have to wait to get their flag back. 30th Ohio.
I think enemies coming from northeast.
Following Sussy Brigade's movements, you also got PA pushing out to hit. Who is this? Oh, Sussy kept their flag back. Oh, this is not good for them. This was a great push by PA. Sussy guys don't seem to realize what's going on. And there is a lost flag for Sussy. Union still holding strong. CSA getting thrown back. Wow. What a kill from PA. And with 30th pressuring Sussy here.
Run. They got Doug.
And Sussy not having the flag. They're going to get shot. CSA is being destroyed here. The problem is the CSA, they've got a lot of guys holding back on B because Union threatened that point. And what that allows Union to do is better defend these points because not as much CSA is going after them. Looks like JD is pushing A, so it seems most of the CSA is trying to go for A, which I think it's the right adjustment at this point. CSA is trying to split up and get both these points at the same time. It's not working, and the longer they do this, they are losing more and more tickets, and now almost down a whole morale stage. Sussy Brigade is basically wiped at this point.
Decent sized group coming this way, or should be coming this way.
So we'll see what CSA does. I do think as a team, though, I mean, you obviously have a couple guys holding B, and that's fine. But CSA as a team, I think, needs to threaten one of these points. Union is set up nicely for CSA hitting both points at the same time, but if CSA overwhelm them on one of the flanks, and it looks like they're getting behind the rear, at least at C. Looks like Sussy changed directions. They might have that flag. It looks like they have that flag back. Yeah, at least with the respawns that they have here. JD is looking to get their flag back as well, so this will be a good push, and CSA has a shot at getting their flag back. And they have plenty of time still to catch up on tickets, especially if they take a 2-1 flag lead, which is to be determined.
Man, look at JD slacking, dude. Hey, you guys are doing a great job over there, man.
Thank you, Doug. I love you, Doug.
Love you, buddy. Hey, they're gonna kill you.
Yeah, I know. It's part of the
Don't let
job.
them kill you, dude. Don't let them kill you.
Doug, a supportive man of artillery. Friendly or foe, does not matter. So, CSA down to taking losses now. They're down by a significant amount. Union is pushing out of their nice little defensive spot here. 10th US going a little further forward, but they just lost C. I don't...
Oh.
They did not realize that CSA was behind them.
Quickly.
You got Sussy Brigade trying to creep through the woods to hit Union here, but they're about to be hit by 10th US.
It was actually because the rebels had taken the tree line. Yeah, rebels are in the hedgerow.
Spread the line.
Rebels are in the hedgerow.
And 10th US is going to get a good few kills there. Granted, CSA is starting to bottle up here as well.
God damn it, you gotta be better than this, dude.
I think they're certainly capping that point. Yeah, CSA is about to get a flagpole lead on Union. But you do have 10th US in the back. They might push towards where C is at, and there we go.
Don't tell me this is
Did I get him? Holy shit.
Don't tell me this is
So CSA put a lot of pressure as a team, getting behind the Union team at C. Well done on CSA's part. That's what they need to do. Union already trying. So you can see 10th US trying to make a break for C right now. You got Union infantry mostly abandoning A right now. Is it Iron Brigade? They might be going to B. It looks like they're heading to that B point right now. Do they have a flag? I think they do. Looks like they don't. So they're just looking to decap. There's some CSA there, so I doubt they'll be able to do it. Granted, they don't know that. 8th Ohio's pushed up on the right side here, getting some nice shots. Union is decapping that C point. CSA not charging out to try to contest, instead sitting further back and taking some shots, which is perfectly fine. You got Union's all clumped up on that point, and so it's just a death trap there. 30th Ohio flanking around, and here comes CSA. Are they gonna get it down? And Spartan's going to lower that. So at this point for Union, they have that ticket lead. You just got to keep this cruising for the rest of the match. Now the thing is, CSA could try to get the lead back, but it's going to be a lot harder for them, obviously. The game determines a winner based on the morale stages. So if CSA right now, if the match ended now, for example, CSA is at taking losses, Union's at engage. Union would win because they have a higher morale stage. Now if Union drops to taking losses and both sides are at taking losses, it's a draw. Doesn't matter how high or low you are in the morale stage.
Hi, Graham.
So 30th Ohio is still kind of circling around. Looks like they're trying to go up and over near this artillery, avoid the open, or are they just holding back?
Flag
It's
is
just
a
a
flag.
color at the end. It's just colors at the end, right?
We don't discriminate against flags.
Hey, Brattle,
Throw the
30th,
corn if
sorry,
there's no
8th is
blood.
getting charged on the right. We're gonna get wiped. We're just gonna spawn flags and form up on your right. It's okay.
We'll deal with them with you.
Yeah, CSA has some guys going to A. Union might be fumbling this round right now. Looks like the Union group going to B is taking their time. But let's go back to A here briefly. And you have some CSA going for it. Not a whole lot, actually. It looked bad from the perspective at C, but I guess when you zoom in, it's not that bad. Looks like MB is here. They're going to try to hold that point. Moving in to try to contest and maybe take it. You got JD. He's been around the whole map this whole night. That might be a little important. CSA charging through. Union already able to push them off alongside the 10th US guys that are there. And CSA is going to try to retake that point. A lot of Union here now to try and contest this.
More brigade to the northwest. More brigade to the northwest.
Union is about to drop to taking losses. And that ticket lead we saw from Union earlier is obviously not as big as we saw. It's almost a little less than half a morale stage difference right now. CSA backing off. Looks like they're trying to cap and then pull out and then maybe shoot down Union if they try to retake. Now Union can try to go for that point if they want, or they can try to charge out CSA. Looks like I got some fighting at A.
They're going away.
You're just wasting your ammo,
They
bro.
ran.
30th Ohio pushing in. They're engaging with Kelly's brigade, guys.
Somebody got it. Thank the Lord. Okay.
And Union dropped to taking losses. CSA never got C. Hold up. Union's going in for that decap right now. 6 Georgia guys. That's huge for Union, unironically. And it doesn't look like CSA's got it for long. I mean, even if CSA capped it, it looks like they wouldn't have had it for long. But again, Union's got to have, they got to be up a morale stage if they want to win this game. It looks like CSA is going to try to throw Union out.
He says we don't expect it, but I was definitely here and ready for you, motherfucker. Come here.
I was ready,
For left.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm also.
Hey, fight here, die here.
I'm also in this charge.
And it looks like Union is starting to win on this charge here. That ticket gap is growing once again. Union will probably cap C. They're already starting it. Look at that. Trying to get CSA flags here. Gamer and Conrad running out with them, though. Very good awareness on their part. So they're just trying to...
Go! I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dog. I got you, mate. Come on, you bastards. Come on. Ollie Joel.
And Union doing a little thing called winning right now. It looked bad for Union for a split second, I'm not gonna lie, but Union good control of the situation. MB, IB holding A strong despite JD Forgot the other CSA group that was pushing up there, but they held CSA off.
No, I hate Texas. Oh, well, yeah, but yeah, I love Texas A&M.
You heard him say that, right? You heard him.
Yeah,
I did.
I hate that too.
You hate Texas? I'm disappointed.
So, I mean, at this point in the match, CSA should be going for a draw. If they want to win, they got to cap all 3 points. That's not going to happen, though. This map is too big, and there's not enough people to, I think, really do something. Unless Union fumbles badly, which they haven't done yet. So, I mean, if you're Union, just kind of keep this rolling, defend A and C. That's all you can really do. CSA looked very spread out a lot in Maine. They've been completely beaten back. Looks like they have 2 flags down right now. So, I don't even think CSA is going to be able to get a draw.
We operate together. We can't split. I'll follow you. With you. Who's lead the attack, dog?
Somebody's playing a banger,
I like the
dude.
song, Hawkins.
Play it again. Keep it going.
Okay. I'm
Chocolate
turning up.
rain.
They trash dwarfs.
Yeah.
Oh, where's the song? I wanted to hear it.
Sing, Johnny. It'll get the morale up.
That's more of a group song, man.
I know,
I'll sing
everybody
it
will
with
sing
you.
along.
Let me learn the lyrics.
Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the winds don't blow and something.
Yeah.
Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her.
Go on, dog.
I don't think that's the lyrics, man.
No, that's not the lyrics,
Lost
man.
of a tree. Should be on the left, sir.
That's a crazy rendition of that song. That's amazing. I need to see where that's from. Anyways, back to what the battle that's actually taking place here. So CSA looks like they're trying to make a break for that C point. They've given up on A. 10th US getting hit hard in the corner. They're going to start pulling off. You have Sussy Brigade hitting one side, JD on the flank, but hitting JD's back is Iron Brigade.
What are you doing back here? What are you doing back here? You need to leave.
So good awareness on their part.
Yeah, you can't turn fast.
And that is a good wipe there from Iron Brigade. Sussy Brigade's the only CSA group back up here. Where's the rest of their team? Sitting and shooting from a distance.
Let's go. They're charging.
Let's go,
They're
boys.
And so, I think Sussy Brigade, let's see, it's going to be a little close here. It seems Sussy Brigade's been beaten, though. And CSA is kind of just sitting, shooting off in the distance. CSA somehow needs to get Union down to breaking before they hit last stand. Like, you got 8.5 minutes, it's possible. That flag, ticket drain, is not in your favor whatsoever. Wow. And I mean, this is just a good win from Union overall. I think Union, when playing this map, they've got to pressure the B point, because it forces CSA to think, oh crap, we got to defend that B point. And I mean, even though these are a few group of guys, I mean, every guy matters. And so by Union kind of hitting that B point, it kept the B point out of play for a while. And CSA spent a lot of time focused on that B point instead of trying to contest A and C. So, looks like, zooming out here, you got CSA. They're kind of making a break. They're split off into 3 groups here. You got some hitting that corner. You got some going through the center here. And then looks like a group or so going for that A point. It looks like 12th VA is the group trying to hit this corner. Maybe they're trying to go to A, but they're going to get hit in the side by 8th Ohio and maybe some more Union. Yeah, Union's rolling up on their flank.
Right.
Oh, they're right here. They're right here. They're right here. Charge them.
8th Ohio actually doesn't see him, and 12th VA is going to charge in their back. Hold up.
We're bringing friends, boys.
Get back here. Get
Oh,
back here.
30th Ohio is right there. Hello.
Why you running, boy? Why you running?
Oh my goodness, 12th VA is getting slaughtered. Didn't even know that 30th Ohio was there. That was a huge... And then I-Corps is going to flank. JD is trying to show up to the party late to help 12th VA, but is not going to help their cause whatsoever. Ticket difference, almost a whole morale stage right now. CSA is going to hit last stand if they keep these charges going up. Zooming back over here, CSA is trying to make an attempt for A. Looks like some 1st Maryland guys. Looks like Sussy Brigade is the ones making an effort over here.
Wipe their colors! Secure this position!
Flag's down, keep it down, keep it down. Flag is down, advance to A, go to A, Dimon, let's go to A.
Able!
Let's yank off me, yank on me. Kill him. Get the fucking yank off me.
And so CSA is going to get the A point, but they're going to hit last stand if anything. Within, I don't know, they're probably going to hit last stand. This is a dominant victory. Actually, you have Union reinforcements moving into A. 8th Ohio's rolling up there. You got PA. Just trying to pick up that Union flag that got dropped.
Continue right! More Yankees! More Yankees! Right here! My location! CSA here!
If only the mic could keep yapping.
Come here, bitch.
So CSA's got A. Doesn't mean a whole lot in the grand scheme of things. It's a little morale boost, if anything. Morale boost is in energy boost, like positivity, not anything to do with the battle. Yeah. If it actually, that'd be interesting if capping a flag gave you a little boost in tickets. 30th Ohio is going to probably finish this, though. They simply outnumber them. You got more CSA moving in the distance.
Back to Cullen!
Retreat!
Dog, to me!
I'm here.
Good shot, Zach!
We got surrounded.
8th Ohio moving in here as well.
You didn't take it, buddy.
Motherfucker!
I got
So Union's gonna actually CSA never cap. Who would have thought?
Not me, buddy.
Yeah, but you got a lot of CSA moving up as well. 12th VA. Looks like there is some movement from that B point going to C, but here goes 12th VA. They should be able to get 30th.
Behind us, boys, behind us.
Battle of Pelennor Fields, just everyone's reinforcing. It's like you have the defenders of Union, they get wiped by CSA. Now it looks great for Union, and then Corn Brigade arrives. And then it looks great for Union, and then 12th VA shows up. And JD, some of their guys as well. But now you got more Union pouring in. MB and Iron Brigade. I think the original defenders are back.
Shoot them dead, boys.
respawn back in. This might hit CSA to last stand. There they go. So if a CSA guy dies, he doesn't come back. Flag. Ticket loss doesn't affect him anymore.
Just melee, just melee. Hold the line, hold the line.
12th VA will hold that off with a remix. That's the only other JD guy there. But you got more Union reinforcements rolling in now. I-Corps up the top side.
There's enemies straight ahead.
Yeah, just start shooting.
Oh, you got a couple... Oh, that's artillery. Hello.
Stand up.
You got a couple stabs going off here, but Union's going to drop the braking within the next minute 45. CSA's making a break for C. Hold up. Something might be cooking here, guys. If CSA pull this off, if they cap the point, they got to hold for 3 minutes. Kelly's brigade going to C here. I mean, Union's dominated the whole time, but... Oh, Union is surrounding that A point. It's going to be a tight little race here. Union probably has a flag over here, so it probably means nothing. Yeah, Union's going to decap before CSA can retake, or decap C. So.
Easy money.
A little unfortunate for CSA. It looks kind of close there, but at least an opportunity.
Alright, back up, back up, back up. Literally.
Please stand clear of the closing doors.
How you doing, brother?
But this clock is going to tick out. Sussy Brigade, 12th VA, a bunch of other guys charging in one last hurrah. As this clock is going to tick down to 0. Yeah, they do hit Union, they're braking.
Let's go. Pull, pull, pull.
You ain't shit, Rumble. Come here. I get you.
So, I mean, there's not really much more to say about this round. It was dominant from start to finish from Union. Again, them pressuring B even a little threw CSA off for such a long time that allowed Union to clamp down on A and C. And CSA could never really recover. CSA was also losing their flags way more than Union was, which was huge. So, anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you want to support the channel more. We have a Patreon where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Besides that, though, we have our Discord, merch, X, Instagram, and TikTok. All of those lovely links will be in the description as well. But I appreciate you all being here. It means the world. It's fun to do this. And we will see you all in the next one. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night.